Okay, welcome back to the next part of this tutorial series for making the stereo speaker out of LaserCut MDF. You can see this is the design we're going for, this is what we're working on, and last time we got to this stage here where we've got these four parts all fully designed, ready to go, and we just need to make the remaining parts. So in this one we're going to make the speaker retaining rings, which are going to sit around here and look like this, and they're going to hold the speaker in place. So let's get started with a new design. We're going to do a sketch on the front surface, and we need to get into, first off, some circles. So with the circle tool and the central coordinate point here, we're going to come out and we want this first one to be a diameter of 55. And that's smaller than our speaker. Our speaker is 65mm, so this is smaller than the speaker. Another circle with the same center point, and this one is going to be 74. So we've got these two circles here. We now need to put some construction lines in so we can space the holes in the right locations. So we're going to put some construction lines in by pressing the line tool and construction, or shortcut L, shortcut X. And the first thing we want is a center line going straight up. We then want one coming off at an angle over here. We want one coming off at 180 degrees or 0 degrees. And we want one coming off perpendicular. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to press tab and just type 90. And that makes it perfectly perpendicular, perfectly 90 degrees. I now need to dimension, shortcut D for dimension tool, or it's up there, from center line to here. Now I haven't fixed that center line, so I hope that one's not going to move. This needs to be 40. Yep, that's stayed where it needed to be because it's on the plane, and that's gone to 40. And they're now in the right locations. You should recognize these from when we done the inner front ring. And now I need to put some more circles down. I'm going to come off of my construction tool. I need to put a circle here of 4 and another circle in the same center point of 8. And now over here I want circle of 4 and a circle of 8. Same center points for both of them, and it's where these lines are intersecting with that outside circle. So 4 and 8. There we go. Now I've got this shape here. I'm not going to need all of these bits over here. I'm going to get rid of them in a minute, but before I do that, we need to decide where we're going to end this off. So I'm going to come out with my line tool, and I'm going to bring a line, and this is not a construction line, it's a solid line. I'm going to bring it to about there. I'm going to do the same thing over here. And with my dimension tool, I'm going to dimension from here to here. We'll do an angle of, I think, 15 degrees, just to give it a little bit of extra. And do the same down here. Now we can go to our trim tool up here, or shortcut T, and I can get rid of these bits here. We don't need them. And I don't need these bits here either, because this is what we want. I'm also going to get rid of these bits here. And that's looking better. But aesthetically, I don't like these corners on here. I don't think they look very good. Oh, we do need to get rid of these little bits here as well. My mistake. And this isn't actually essential. It just helps us make sure we've got only one profile. And we've got these little lines in here. So I'm going to go through and click delete. I'm not trimming these. I'm clicking on the line manually and pressing the delete button on the keyboard. Being very careful to make sure I click on the right part that I delete. There we go. That's that done. So to make these look a bit nicer, I'm going to use the fillet tool again. I'm going to click on both of those And I'm going to click on both of these. And you can physically drag the radius round to see where it looks good. I think 5mm looks very good, but if I zoom in, you can see it creates a little overlap. Now we can just trim that bit off. So we could just leave it. It won't make a difference to our design. So I'm going to press enter. And it's actually added that bit of circle in there for me. So I'm going to undo that. So let's try that again, but we'll go with this. Oh. So by undoing that, it's gone to the default of 2mm, but it hasn't selected all of them. So I'm going to undo again until I go back to that stage there. So let's try that again. We'll select our 4 radiuses to be, or 4 corners to be radiused, and I'm going to take it into 4.5. There appears not to be any overlaps, so we'll try that. There we go. That's not created any problems. No random bits of geometry have appeared. That's better. So 4.5. I can now finish my sketch. Extrude, shortcut E. Click on that profile. 3mm. Press enter. And that's that bit done. That's it. We don't need to make a second one because the other one's just the reverse of that. It's the mirror image. So I can save this. And this is speaker retaining ring. And there we go. That's another part done. So we've got 5 parts done now. We've only got 2 parts left to make, and those are our dividers. So let's create a new one. And let's go on to our dividers. Do the big divider first. So, new sketch, front plane. And I'm going to draw a nice big rectangle. I'm going to do a center point rectangle, just so I keep everything in a nice central coordinate system. This is more my pedantic OCD than anything else. I want a width of 56 and a height of 60. Now I'm going to use a normal rectangle now, and I'm going to, from the corner, come in. I want to come in 3 by 5, and same on this side, 3 by 5, and then down here, rectangle tool. There we go. Ooh, having a bit of trouble here. Okay, didn't like that, so we'll try it again. 3 by 5, enter. I must not have pressed enter properly. That's me rushing. There you go, that's your first lesson, don't rush. 3 by 5. And then one last one. 3 by 5. So those are the corner bits done. And now we need some ones on here. So I'm going to do the rectangle tool again. And then just there to there, I'm going to go 3 by 10, and then another one, 3 by 10. And last thing is that one dimensioning we need to do is the locations of these vertically. So from the central coordinate system to that line there, we want that to be 5. And I'll do the same one on this side. There we go. And if I finish that sketch, I can click on extrude, click on that surface, 3mm, and that is that central divider done. So I'm going to save that as central divider. And I can move on to the final part, which is the main dividers. So I'm going to do a new part here. I can close that bit down. New sketch, front plane. And this is a nice easy one. I'm going to do a center rectangle again because I liked it. And I want a width of 56, same as the last one, but a height of 9. Zoom in a little bit. And with a normal rectangle, from the corners, 3 by 3, and all 4 corners, And then that's done. Finish the sketch. E for extrude. Click on my profile. 3mm thickness. Enter. And we're done. That is our normal divider. And we've made all the parts we need. Right. In the next video, we're going to go through the assembly process, how to insert the components, how to joint them together, and might even add some appearance if we have time. All right, good luck.